Well, the Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll run with Bucky Irving. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watch. Beating up the
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The Bucs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
From the gun on 3rd down, Green. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Hickman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd and 5.
Check smash, check smash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 50, trap 50. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneers.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. The 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want it.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, They would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're helping themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, but thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second and 17.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Green. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Complete to KJ.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ready? Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Get him, go get him.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
By Michael Hall.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now an audible here into something else. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Sanders to throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Judkins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Sanders. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Green. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw is Green. Off the play fake. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mason Graham drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 39.
Yo, yo. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Hope you ain't watching my game. Why I look so trash right now? You can hear me on what? Oh, you hear me on my stream? Yeah, let me get the freak up out this party. That's why I don't be on parties when I'm streaming. Yeah, yeah. All right.
The punt, just 2 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams,
Bruh.
it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Jenkins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing, Sanders. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes there's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now it's the backup Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now Sanders. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Browns.
To throw is Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They weren't successful with that one, but I liked what they were trying to accomplish. Remember, the previous deep shot took them across midfield. I think they wanted to catch them back on their heels and try and get another big play. A good job by the defense gathering themselves and helping force that incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The slot man in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. An inside run with Judkins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Sanders. Finding room at midfield. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Jacob Parrish. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Sanders pass.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mayfield looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
This will be caught. Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Browns first down.
And they'll run it here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. They'll get this down to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
It's now fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, here's Judkins. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Fights him off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Baker going to give it to Irving. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Mayfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Mayfield down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Browns 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dylan Sampson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
28, Buccaneers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Once again, it's Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Schwetzinger on the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go, first and goal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A beautiful fake. Still on his feet. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Buccaneers, 24.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik Collins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here comes 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Baker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns,